So, ARK Genesis Part 2, first sort of sneak peek on a new creature coming to the game. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look about what we think this creature is. I am really looking forward to it. It looks like it's going to play a big part in ARK Genesis 2, and what I have heard is there is going to be a lot of new creatures coming to Part 2. If you guys are excited for ARK Genesis Part 2, smash that like button right now. Let's go for over 800 likes on today's video. As you guys know, that like target always really helps out the channel so much. And make sure to be subscribed if you're not subscribed already. Now, you're probably watching this video so far and thinking, Dom, why is Smaug from The Hobbit on the thumbnail? And the reason why is because that is all I saw in the comment section down below in the video we made on ARK Genesis Part 2 3 days ago. Everyone's saying, why does this remind me of Smaug so much? And that is exactly what I was saying. Like, so when I saw the comments as well, I was like, that is absolutely crazy. And the reason why I wanted to get this up is because I just typed in what type of dragon is Smaug, and it says, most notably, Smaug was apparently a four-legged western dragon in the first film, but to follow the description in the book, referring to him as, you know, the thing, I can't say, I think it's worm, is it? I don't even know. He was redesigned to be more snake or bird-like wyvern type dragon in the second film. Now, when we come straight down to this, what does this remind you of? A sort of snake-like wyvern creature in Genesis Part 2. Now, the one thing a lot of us were really confused about is in the background, you can see that it's got a leg there. So it's definitely got legs, but it looks like an ocean, but then also kind of looks a little bit like space. It's so hard to work out. I've been speaking to a lot of people about this, and we've been trying to break down as much as we can what we think this is going to be. And it looks pretty massive. You guys will have to let me know what you think this is in the comment section down below. I think it is very, very similar to Smaug from The Hobbit. But the thing we don't actually know is whether this has wings or not. So it could end up not even being a flying creature. It could actually be just something which ends up being maybe some sort of saber-tooth-like creature, you know, because if you look at it, it could still potentially be just a land creature. So that is obviously something we're going to be working out as a group. Now, obviously, if you've read this, I know I've gone over this so many times. It's only because the reason why I go over it again and again in videos is because you make a new video with this information in, and then someone, like a bunch of people in the comment section say, I wanted to know about this. And I'm like, I've done loads of videos on it. So as we gear up for the epic conclusion of ARK Survival Evolved storyline with ARK Genesis Part 2, we're checking in with the community on its progress. Near the beginning of this year, the studio transitioned to working remotely, while the development of Genesis Part 2 has been ongoing throughout and significant progress has been made. Going from a very highly collaborative in-office workflow to remotely comes with a lot of challenges. Upon further evaluation, we now have better sense of a production timeline for Genesis Part 2. The new locked-in release date is now March 2021. Now let's hope Wildcard stick to locked in. On all platforms. We understand you are eager to get to it, and this news is disappointing. However, we are passionate about delivering something genuinely special, memorable, and suitably epic. The additional time allows us to ensure a better and unique experience and is well worth the investment. We'll be showing an extensive first look at Genesis Part 2 later this year, revealing more details about completing your quest for ultimate survival, and the forthcoming preview will reveal some of the new creatures, items, locations, features, and more. So there you go, already announced some of the new creatures. Now with Genesis Part 1, I think we had, what, 5 new creatures, or was it 6? I can't actually remember. There's going to be new items, new locations and features and more. The one thing I'd like to know is if Wildcard are going to follow the idea again of being in a simulation. I'm sure as it's Part 2, it's probably part of a simulation again, I would have thought. But there's been so many people sending me things on Twitter saying, you know, some bosses might be returning, Rockwell's going to play a big part on it. You know, it could just be so much. And that's the one thing with ARK Survival Evolved. Its storyline can be followed, but it's not always an easy storyline to actually work out. Now, what I'm going to be doing for you guys in the next part of the video is we're going to be checking out a sort of ancient dragon mod, which is something that I really wanted to link to this video because I've liked the mod for a while, and I decided to reinstall it for today's video, which means it kind of gives us a better type of idea of, I don't know, just to see what this potentially could be. But as I mentioned earlier, let me know if you think this is going to be a flying creature. Let me know whether you think this is going to be more of a land creature. It's so 50-50 right now, but what we all say is it looks like Smaug. But anyway, if you haven't ever watched The Hobbit, you probably wouldn't even know what Smaug is. But it just, the way it looks at you as soon as you see it, it just feels like it's going to start talking to you, like literally. But anyway, enjoy the gameplay, guys, and I'll catch you in a second. So, welcome back, guys, to the gameplay part of the video. Now, obviously, we're going to be checking out some of these ancient dragons and wyverns. It should be pretty exciting. There's quite a few to check out. I think there's about 8, and obviously, they've got some really, really awesome stats and abilities that we can check out today. Now, I did spawn one in just to test if it worked with GM Summon, just so we didn't have to spawn in wild ones and force tame them and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, we don't have to. And the first one we are actually going to be looking at is the Fireball Dragon. Now, on their page, they show you everything about the dragon attack info and the wyvern attack info. So, obviously, as you can see here, bite, elemental, C is a stomp, air in the air, it's a grab, roar. It just sounds pretty awesome, and you can dive bomb as well, and then it shows you what with the wyverns as well, and the dragon base stats. But this is the Fireball one, and then we've got Iron Belly, Ridgeback, and Viper Tooth. So we're going to check out this one first. I think we need to force tame it first, just so we can get the invisible saddle. I'm sure they'll have their own saddles, but okay, this is going to be interesting. Flying with the Fireball Dragon in ARK Survival Evolved. So, if these stats are pretty insane, so let's put the melee damage up and let's test using this elemental. So this is its fire attack. Now, did that hit? I know that definitely did, I think. Well, no, it only just did there. And it's actually set the Bronto on fire, and it stays on fire. And they're really easy to fly as well. Look at the damage it's done. Like these flames are crazy. I really like this one already. And look how it's got good speed. Like, look at that damage. Burning the Brontos. And that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Huge fan of the Fireball one. Obviously, I think we'll just pump it all into stamina because I don't think stamina's, but yeah, I am a big fan. So C you can grab with, so in the air you can grab stuff, and then C is a stomp as well on the ground. So that is definitely one of my favorites in the game. So now we are going to try and spawn in the Iron Belly one. Now, I don't really know the difference between them, but that's obviously what we're going to try and have a look at. Wrong command, obviously, so we need to get that back, and then we need to take away this, and then we need to do that. And then this, we're going to call Iron, just because I never seem to name them. Okay, this one looks awesome, so let's stop it from following us. Iron, come back. Come back, Iron. Whoa, this is the coolest look. This is so much more cool looking than that one. Okay, so let's force tame, and let's test out the Iron Belly Dragon. So the mechanics for the flying, I'm sure, is all the same, but what is the elemental attack? Okay, alright, this is Iron Belly. Is it just grab as well? Yeah, so all their sort of stats are the same. I think they've just got elemental differences. So let's go and attack something. Can we use it on the floor? Yeah, we can. Okay, let's try that again. They're very, very fast. Oh, it's actually coming after us really fast. Faster than I expected. Look at this. We are on a rampage. Right. Let's try. I mean, if I'm hitting, it doesn't seem to be doing much. Okay, there we go. That definitely feels like we're doing damage now. Oh no, that's going to miss. That's going to completely miss. Anyway, we'll finish this off with the dive bomb. So you can actually dive bomb with these. It's just going to end up being a classic ARK Survival Evolved battle where you're literally just running round and round in circles. So let's test out the dive and just put the stamina up, just because the stamina, as I said, was terrible. So iron. No, we didn't want to do that iron. Okay. Look how fast they are. And then we can dive bomb just like the griffin. Look at that. That is so cool. I'm a massive fan of these dragons. I'm looking forward to testing out these wyverns as well. So let's land, and now let's test out what else have we got to test out? The Ridgeback. I wonder what this one's going to be like. This is definitely going to be interesting. So let's go here and then take away that and then put the new one, and let's have a look. So we're just going to call this one Dragon. Brilliant names by me here. This is the Ridgeback. I have no idea what this is going to be, but again, not my favourite one, I would say. It's definitely the iron one. Iron Belly is definitely my favourite at the moment. So let's force tame this, of course, so we can ride it. I mean, it actually looks quite cool, but just look at the iron one, like, compared to the other two. So let's head up and let's test out. Is that frost? That kind of reminds me of, like, a freezing attack or something like that. Let's carry on going and let's see what this can actually do to something with its, if it freezes them. Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. So it's some sort of freezing ability which makes it really slow, and we can obviously keep freezing it, and then it means that we can just absolutely destroy with the ability to be able to freeze. Now obviously we'll put the stamina up like we've been doing the whole time. Again, this one could be very, very useful if you're looking to, I suppose, like, stall something. Look how fast we're going. They are cool. Okay, so we've got one more dragon to look at now, which is the one I think is going to be poison. I'm guessing this is going to be a poison dragon. Viper Tooth just has that name about it. So let's spawn it in. There we go. And then get rid of that. And then spawn in Viper Tooth. Now in my eyes, is it going to be green? It's going to just be some sort of poison look to it. And then force tame. And let's have a look. Yeah, this is 1,000,000% poison. If I'm wrong, I'm going to be so shocked, right? Let's take off. And let's go for this Bronto. It's going to be poison. What else is this going to be? Viper. There we go. Oh, it's a massive... What? That is crazy. That is so cool. So do you reckon we'll end up knocking it out? Or is it just going to do damage? We're firing Viper bullet after Viper bullet. And I think we're missing from time to time. But are we not... Is this going to do... Uh-oh, we've run out of stamina. Everything wants to attack us. Oh, it is! So we've knocked out the Bronto. You know what? We're doing an infinite stats here. Right, now this is going to have no problem. So we can actually knock things out with this. Let's just fire loads of these and just see how fast it just knocked everything out. Oh, buddy, you don't want to fall asleep in the water. So you've actually got to hit them, like, on... Like, because I didn't know whether the smoke does it or not. But either way, it's a really cool one. I think the smoke might do it, to be honest. Because, yeah, interesting. So, let's try the stomp. The stomp works as an attack, and then it roars afterwards. I like this one. I'm a fan. They all have their own sort of abilities, obviously, in the sense of, you know... I still think that the fire one is my favourite. Not the look of it, but just the ability. But again, very, very cool dragons. And you can see the crazy TLC Discord chat going off like mad in the top left there. But anyway, moving on to the wyverns, the beginning. So I don't feel like we should really look at... Should we look at all the wyverns? They've got the same abilities, which is not exciting me as much. I thought that maybe the wyverns would have different abilities to the dragons. So in my eyes, I'm not that interested in seeing a lot more of the wyverns, if I'm honest with you guys. But we'll have a look at what they look like if we don't get stuck. Okay, the wyverns look cool. I kind of want to see the iron belly wyvern. Look at the speed. Look at the... Whoa. That glide. That is crazy. Apps. I thought it just like passed out in the water for a second. The speed. Let's just fire some fire on these guys here. Look at this. We're literally setting alight to all the dinos. I feel so bad for doing this. Look, they're all on fire. This is a really... This just... Look how quick it is. You could do some damage. Imagine this on official servers. Just like turn around and everything's on fire. And then you can just... Look. Okay, this is way better than the dragons. Way better. Okay. So we're going to check out the Iron Belly one. And that is the last one we'll check out. Because you guys know the abilities. But the reason why I want to check this one out is just because of how cool the wyverns actually are. I nearly didn't even try and like really try them out. I thought, yeah, they're gonna have the same abilities. They're not gonna be that cool. They are so cool. What did I do that wrong? What did I miss out? I feel there's another C. I did 2 C's. There we go. I really wanted to check this one out just because I thought the color of it would be really nice. Yeah, again, looks so cool. Behavior, disable. Stay still, please. Stay still. Stay still. There we go. Okay, force tame, ride. Let's go. It's just crazy. Look at the speed. The way you just glide down. And let's just iron belly. Look at the damage that it does. Oh, we've actually landed on top there. The aiming is a little bit trickier. But you can kind of in the air get like sort of... Yeah, hold of it. Look at us above the water here. All getting electrocuted by the iron belly. And let's just shoot at the Bronto. But yeah. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit carried away here just because of how fun it is to glide around with these things in ARK. Like, you could get across the map with one of these in seconds. Like, that's how quick they are. And especially the gliding. Let's just test going really, really high up. Like, look at the speed. Look how high up we are already, and then just... I think we have to do this one more time, but we're going to go even higher up. We're going to go right to the top. Through the clouds. The speed on this. Okay, we've made it to the top. I probably don't want to be in the clouds, just because I want to... Oh, we're about to run out of stamina. We're going to have to go down. Wow. Just wow. Like, okay, guys, this is definitely a mod I am keeping on my game. I forgot how cool this one is. The speed on these wyverns is unbelievable. But that is going to be the end of the video. Different type of video, because obviously it kind of links in with the Genesis Part 2. But obviously smash the like button if you enjoyed that gameplay. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll catch you guys in my next video tomorrow, as we're doing the month. Well, I keep saying we're doing month-long loaded crisis. This is just the way I want my channel to be now. Every single day, expect an upload. The grind is here.